Welcome back, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide, and we're getting over to the Red Sox as they have arrived home. They had a quick homestand against the Pirates, couple games, and then one of them was rained out, so they'll make that up on Thursday. They go on the road, lose 3 out of 4 to Detroit. Kind of uninspiring baseball. Their offense has been non-existent. I'm guessing, obviously, this early in the season, it's not a big problem, especially with the fact that they had a lot of guys out with the flu.
Right, yeah, they had a lot of guys out with the flu, and they had, I think it was Xander Bogaerts and was it Matt Barnes who were out for bereavement.
Yes.
I think a family member died or something.
Yep.
So, I mean, the sickness in between that, I think they had a lineup without Mookie Betts, Hanley Ramirez, and Xander Bogaerts.
They had
I mean,
that's big spring training
lineup.
That's a
huge,
yeah.
I mean, they called up Marco Hernandez and Steve Selski and
Yep.
all these guys. So I think, you know, it's kind of just an anomaly right now.
Right.
These players just sick. I think a lot of them are healthier now. We saw it last night.
Yeah, last night. I mean, the offense finally came alive. They win 8-1 in a close game, and the pitching pitched well. The bullpen wasn't a problem. And we've talked about this before. The catching position, Christian Vasquez. Last night, it's only one game at the start of the season, but 4 for 4 last night. He looked pretty good. Yeah,
he did, and it's funny. Sandy Leon and Christian Vasquez right now are swinging really hot bats. I mean, Sandy Leon, I think it was game 2 at Fenway Park. He had that
he had the
12th inning walk-off 3-run home run, which was surprising. And I think right now, both catchers, are 4 for 4 in throwing out guys at second base right now.
Okay, yeah.
So both of those catchers have been stellar so far. And really, that's not what the Red Sox prioritize in their catchers. It's defense. But so any offense you get out of those two guys is just a bonus.
Exactly.
And they've been maybe the best.
Right, they've probably been the best offense.
Yeah, really, I mean, average-wise, I think they've been the best on the team so far. So, yeah, really big. And I think Pedroia had 4 RBIs last night.
Pedroia had a good night.
I mean, I know the Orioles, they kind of had a couple of errors.
Right, yeah, they had some errors in that, I don't know, it was the 7th or 8th inning there. Yeah, and they let in some runs. But talking about another bright spot in the pitching, starting pitching Pomeranz, obviously a very good game last night on Tuesday night, and Chris Sale. He has been as advertised. We expected this. We got it. He still doesn't have a win.
Right.
Because it was the 12th inning game he pitched, so he didn't get the win.
Right.
And then on Monday afternoon against Detroit, he left, and it was 1-1.
Yep.
So he lost 2-1, but only giving up a couple runs. So Chris Sale, he's been just what they expected.
Right, yeah, and between those 2 starts, he's thrown 14 2/3 innings, only letting up 2 earned runs. And one of those earned runs, somebody came on and let that run up.
Right.
And with 17 strikeouts and only 8 hits in that time, I mean, he really has been lights out. And really, it's unfortunate. I mean, that's baseball. Your win-loss record as a starter doesn't really tell how good you are.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, he's kind of, gotten the short end of that. But really, I think Rick Porcello and Chris Sale will anchor this team. They'll win most of their starts. I think it's going to come down to Stephen Wright and Pomeranz. And Pomeranz last night, 6 innings, 1 earned run, just looked great.
Right.
I think he came out at the beginning of the 7th. I don't know why. That was kind of dumb, but
right, yeah, he came into the start of the 7th. He gave up a run, but he held
a single, and that run came around to score.
And then he left a couple guys on base or got another guy out or something. I think so. It wasn't as if he was, in years past or last year when it kind of snowballed and they brought the guys out of the bullpen. So they played really well. I thought the bullpens pitched very well. You're right. It's going to come down to can Eduardo Rodriguez and Stephen Wright and Pomeranz obviously as well, because Porcello's looked really good. Sales looked great. So really this whole team, it's early, so a lot can go right, a lot can go wrong. But I think I'd give them a good start to the season, a good grade to start the season so far. Not a lot has gone wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 4-3. I mean, with the sickness and the bereavement, I mean that's pretty good. I think 2 of those losses in Detroit, they let up a run in like the 8th inning.
Yeah.
And they lost by just 1 run. I mean, it was kind of unfortunate, just unlucky baseball. So, I mean, 4-3 with all the guys who've been out, I think it's a pretty good start so far.
Yeah, the Friday game and the Monday game was a 1-run game. They were late innings that they gave up the run. So you do need to shore some things up, but it looks like Matt Barnes has been pitching well. He pitched last night as well.
Yeah, he looks
he looks like he's going to be that setup guy that they were hoping Thornburg would be. They were hoping Carson Smith would be. Looks like Matt Barnes might be. So a lot of season to go. We like to talk about it and analyze it no matter how many games or how few games we've played. So lots to go in the baseball season, and only 2 weeks to go until the NFL draft. So we got some Patriots talk and maybe some rumors who might be coming to New England. We'll take a break. You're watching YCN Sports Talk.